What's up, sports talkers? The video you're seeing on screen is Shams Charania talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo's future. We're going to be reacting to Giannis's reaction to this clip and talking about his motivations and why he had to react. Let's get it.
With Giannis Antetokounmpo, from what I'm told, his status will not be tied to the NBA draft. It won't be tied to free agency. It's much more likely that his future plays out into July and into August in terms of him seeing the landscape of not only the Bucks, seeing the landscape of the league, seeing what other teams do. I mean, listen, when you're a star of that caliber, the league moves how you want it to move. The league will move when you're ready to ask for a trade, or if you're ready to then say, I'm staying, I want to be back. Of course, around the league, there is a level of skepticism because Giannis Antetokounmpo has been loyal. He's been there 12 years. His brand is all about loyalty right now. So there's a level of skepticism. Does he really go through with it? There's a difference between being open-minded and, from what I'm told, exploring other options, actively exploring other options. There's a difference between doing that and asking for a trade. He's in the process of figuring out exactly what he wants to do.
So on screen is Giannis's reaction to that clip. And he's basically asking a question. Does anyone miss Woj? And if you don't know Woj is the shortening for this ESPN employee or past ESPN employee that did the same job as Shams Charania. Adrian Wojnarowski is his full name. His shortening is Woj, his handle is Woj on social media. Now, I think Giannis is just tired of them talking about him. Like every single day, there has been no updates or news around Giannis. But they create news and create noise and create narratives for no reason. They're talking about Giannis and there's no factual information in what they're talking about. They're speculating his mindset. They're speculating when a deal might be done or if a deal might be done. Now, remember, Giannis has not demanded a trade. So how can you be talking about Giannis and trade talks and where he's gonna go, all of that stuff? How can you be talking about that and he hasn't demanded a trade? But it's like a couple of weeks ago with the pressure that the media puts on athletes to chase championships, chase leaving small markets to go to bigger markets. It's just an unnecessary pressure, and I think the media drives this pressure the most. For what reason? I guess there's more money to be made from big players being in big markets, so I guess that is the motivation, as well as like the coverage, and there's just a lot more to talk about. When Giannis is over there in Milwaukee, they don't get much to talk about. The season is over now. Giannis is on holiday with his family. He's popping up all over the place with his family, and they're talking about him going to New York, going to LA, all these places, and Giannis isn't even talking to teams. And Shams Charania should be ashamed of himself coming on TV, giving us an update on Giannis, and the only thing his update is saying is, oh, this deal is going to be happening later on. I could have thought that up in my head. Yes, if Giannis is going to leave Milwaukee, he's going to obviously wait until after the draft, after teams have gotten players in their roster, and he has a full landscape to look at to say, oh, this team or that team. But he hasn't even requested a trade. And the team that he's at, I don't think they actively want to trade him. So why are we talking about Giannis and trade talks or demanding a trade, and he has not? So Giannis's reaction to Shams Charania is basically saying, dog, why are you talking about me? I'm not even doing anything. I'm not even saying anything. This is just pure speculation. Like, from what you know, the deal or no deal won't happen until later on in the summer. What do you know? Nothing, because you haven't spoken to Giannis. Who are these people that you're talking to that have this insight on Giannis and how his brain works and what he's going to do? I just think it's really stupid, and it's just something I hate about the media. They'll just spin up a story and talk about it over and over and over and over every day until the general public just believes the story, because they won't do any research on this story or care to do any research on this story. And then Giannis is the one that suffers the consequences of this trumped up story. I just think it's really stupid. Sports talkers, let me know what you think. I'm out.